Hi, Patrick, Walk for Lost Kids. I'm usually making videos promoting parental alienation awareness or family court reform, but today I'd like to reach out directly to my girls who I haven't seen in nearly a year. While the topic of speaking to my girls is emotional and stressful, it's additionally just difficult as a parent to have any role in parenting, in departing wisdom. I much prefer to have you here on the couch with me so we could have a real conversation, but unfortunately, things being what they are, we're going to have to go with this video. There comes a point as you get older that I need to talk to you about some things in life. And one of those things is falafels. Now, I'm sure you're hearing things from the news and media channels about a lot of infighting between different groups, between people who have falafels, who don't have falafels, and which restrooms people should use based on the fact that they do or do not have falafels. But what you need to understand is that the media is controlled by a very small group of people, and many of the people in the media themselves do not have falafels, because if they did, they'd be telling you real stories like the federal government is missing a couple $1 trillion. But they don't, and so you get a watered down version of, bathrooms for the next month. There are plenty of people out there that do have falafels, though. The firefighters that ran into the World Trade Centers during 9/11, they had falafels. On the other hand, the people that wrote the 9/11 Commission report shortly after to look into why a building would fall when it wasn't even hit by an airplane, they do not have any falafels. To ask real questions leading to real answers. You also can't simplify by saying a badge means that you have falafels, because there's plenty of people running around with CPS and in the police departments and other enforcement agencies that are taking children away from parents in one way or another, and they're not concerned with anything other than what the people up the chain are telling them to do, and they don't have the falafels to stand up for what is right. So, you're living in this world, the ice caps are melting, the water is turned to trash, and you probably ask yourself, what the falafel? And I gotta tell you, I'm right there with you. What you need to understand is there are people with falafels, and there are people that don't have falafels. Now, your mother loves you very much. She's taking care of you most of the time. She is working a job and making sure you get fed and all your activities, and she cares about you. But that doesn't mean she has falafels. And she's also willing to hire a lawyer to go to court for her who doesn't have the falafels to stand up for what is right either. And they meet together in a courtroom where a judge, instead of looking at any situation and seeing what really is in the best interest of the kids, makes a decision like every other judge makes their decisions, because she doesn't have the falafels to stand up for justice. So there are plenty of people out there that do not have falafels that are unfortunately messing your life up quite a bit. Now, you are my daughters, and I know that you've had some genetics in your schooling, and that means that ultimately, yes, you do have falafels. Now your falafels might not be as developed as other people's falafels, but over time you will learn to use your falafels to identify other people that do in fact have falafels, to stand up for what is right, and to stand up for people that need standing up for. I love you very much. I miss you. And I hope someday that we can have a conversation together instead of on video. And maybe we'll even enjoy some falafels.